All right, we're doing this. It's way snowier than I thought it was gonna be, and haven't figured out a good way to do this. I got my plastic tote towing my ice sled, and the tote is just snow plowing, but I don't know what I thought was gonna happen. Well, I made it. I think I'm gonna go right up in there on this island, but as you can see, or not see, I have some stuff I have to go back for. So I don't need fire for heat. My plan, I have my propane heater, and so I'm gonna run it probably before I go to bed in the tent. Try to warm things up before I go to sleep, and then if I get cold in the middle of the night, I can turn it on for a little bit, shut it off. But I am gathering some firewood. I'm hoping to have a campfire, and I did get a little stick stove for boiling water and stuff that I'm excited to try out. It's the same setup as our solo stove, but was 1/10 of the price. So excited to try that out, but just looking for some dead and downed branches here. Bingo. Snowmobiles over there. Alright, I'm gonna work on a little cooking fire here with this new little stove I got. Hopefully I can get her going. I brought some fire starters just because Why make life harder if you don't have to? Then again, I'm camping in January, so I guess that could be argued. I am making life harder by default by being out here. But you know what I mean. Yeah. Just about like that, I believe. Ooh. It is cold and windy out here. No doubt. Alright, we got the little fire starter going. Some sticks in there. Alright, and I think this sits on top. And then this. Where that goes. Well, I was gonna finish cooking outside on my little stove, but it is really snowy and windy and uncomfortable, so I'm in here. Got the buddy heater going and try to warm up my pasty on there. I did make tea, so I got something hot to drink, and I'm gonna try to just get cozy in here, have some dinner, relax for a while. Well, the pasty warmed up pretty nicely, actually. So I haven't bit into it yet, but seems like it heated all the way through. Well, it didn't quite heat up all the way through the middle, but I'm hungry. It's hot on the outside. It tastes pretty good right about now. I couldn't wait for my tea to cool down. It was still boiling. So I guess it's beer 30. They say not to get in your sleeping bag too early, but I think I waited long enough. I got my thin, like, it's basically a summer bag, rated for 40 degrees, and then I got my 10 degree heavy bag around it, so pretty cozy. It's blowing, the wind is blowing like crazy, but I'm finishing my tea, which just now, like 2 hours later, is drinkable. I'm gonna read and eventually get to sleep. This stupid thing, it's kept me warm. Ice fishing, deer hunting, and the one time I actually want some heat, it won't work. Pilot light won't stay lit. I can light it with a lighter and the heater will run for a little while, but as soon as that pilot light goes out, it dies. I gave up on the heater. I'm going to bed anyway, so it's plenty warm in here. I'm quite comfortable inside these sleeping bags, so I'm just worried about morning. I feel like it's going to be cold and I don't want to warm up before I go outside, but might have to be a little miserable and go outside and start a fire or something. Well, made it through the night. The sleeping bags are actually really comfy. The only thing that got cold was my nose. But feet stayed warm, stayed dry. I noticed the outside of my thick bag was pretty damp this morning. Same with my sleeping pad. But luckily, that stupid thing, it did start up this morning about 6. I was pretty cold, and it did start up and it ran for a while. I ran it on high for a while, and then it ran for a little while longer one more time when I finally got up and got dressed. And then well, I I decided not to stick around. I'm packed up, ready to leave my little island here. I kind of wanted to hang out and fish and maybe make a fire and have coffee, but it's cold and I'm I'm not feeling it, so I'm gonna make the trek back. And yeah, overall successful, but I don't know what I'd do different next time. Make sure my propane heater runs for sure. I think eventually I'd love to get a wood stove set up with that tent, maybe for next season.